Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear student, welcome to English Language Testing with Ibu Dr. Hajah Woro Retnaningsih MPD from IAIN Surakarta. Today we will discuss about lesson plan that we will discuss at this semester. From the beginning, that we will discuss about learning outcomes. In this learning outcomes, students are able to know, understand, identify, and apply the basic concept of assessment consisting of types of tests, criteria of a good test construction principles, test administration, assessment, and interpretation of the test, and also description of the taxonomy of language learning on each test item presented in the context. And attitude that we will discuss about. Students have attitude and behavior that reflect devotion to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. And then the second, students have to attitude and behavior of this responsibility for the profession in their field of expertise, which is based on the values of religious moderation and local wisdom. And then the third, students have to attitude and honest thought and adaptive to development and dynamics in society. And then at the knowledge, students are able to explain the basic theory of the principle of measurement, test, and evaluation of English teaching. And then the second knowledge that students have to able is identifying the approaches to formulating English tests, both in terms of technical and language skills, approach, and how to process the test result and be able to make item tests properly. And then at the scale, students are able to take tests using a task-based and theme-based approach, assess learning outcomes, presenting the project, discussing topics about tests and assessments. And the second scale, students are able to create projects that show their ideas and creativity and compiling tests, processing test result either independently or in groups. And then the themes that we will discuss in this semester. The first, students are able to discuss about testing, assessing, and teaching. And then the second, principle of language assessment, characteristic of a good test. And then the third, test classification. And then the next, designing classroom language test, some principal step to test construction. And then the other, the student has to discuss about standardized and non-standardized testing. And then the next, student have to able to assessing listening, assessing speaking, assessing reading, and assessing writing. For the next material, the student has to composing test practice or test construction about objective tests, scoring and interpreting test scores, objective tests. And then the next themes, composing test practice, easy test, and practice scoring rubrics. It will be a scoring about speaking and writing. And then the last, students have to grading and students evaluation. The references that students can read, it could be read about Douglas Brown, Language Assessment Principle and Classroom Practice. And then the second, Bahman, Fundamental Consideration in Language Testing. Here, the material that you have to discuss in this semester. And thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thanks for joining. That you can follow at the next video for the first part about this. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.